Women always compromise just for love, but men know what they want and they go for it. That's why I would never advise anybody, like, make your decision and make sure that whatever decision you make, you can live with it. Like, it's your decision at the end of the day.
Being multi-talented is one thing a number of young people struggle with nowadays, especially when you have authority figures in your life asking you to niche down and focus on one thing. However, there are a number of record persons that have thrived in their multi potentiality. And on the couch with me today, I have one of such persons. She is the CEO of BTS Legal Services, that is her private practice, and she also works with the Supreme Court. Did you see that? And she is a thriving actor and a sensational model. Yes, please join me and welcome the eccentric Bukky time. Welcome to the couch today. Welcome to the conversation.
Thank you very much.
You look so, actually, you look takeaway.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I can't believe all this is for me.
No,
Me.
of course it is. But before we go ahead, I want to ask, how has Abuja been treating you?
Abuja is my city. Like, I have been here all my life. I was born and bred here, so Abuja is just home to me. Abuja has been good to me.
As in, if they say who has the DNA of Abuja, you will raise hand.
It's in my body. It's in my, like, I've been in this city since, like, I was born here, and I have formed so much, like, community here. My friends, family, everyone is here. So Abuja is just part of me.
Welcome. No, you don't want to tell me welcome.
Yes, okay, welcome to my city.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So, Bukky,
okay,
you do a number of things, and you don't even take them as pastime.
Okay, so the first memory I have of me modeling was when I was probably like 4.
Oh.
Yes, so like I already had the passion for modeling, but I would take this back to my mom.
Okay.
Actually, because my mom won Miss Aye. It's a competition that they do in their town. So she was like the Miss, just like we have Abuja, Miss Abuja.
Okay.
So she was the Miss Aye of her time. So I feel like it's inbuilt. It's just part of my DNA. But I remember when I was like 4 or 5, I would just like formulate different outfits in my house and just catwalk. I'll be like contestant number 1. I will not catwalk, do all these things. So I just feel like it's always been part of me from like a very young age. And growing up, I formed like habits of participating in pageantries and everything, just small scale. I remember representing my primary school for one of their pageantries. Then entering university, that is when the modeling really started, because there were a lot of photo shoots and everything where they always called me, oh, come right from 100 level. I was even like almost forced to contest for Miss Fresher then, but like I just didn't want to. But like I always like did photo shoots and everything in my school then. But when I really formed, or I said developed the skill of modeling, because I believe it is a skill, is when I joined an agency called GNG Modeling Agency, and I was trained by one of the best catwalk coaches in Nigeria.
Wow.
Yes, he calls himself the catwalk coach. His name is Mide, and he's sensational. So he taught me like the actual art of modeling. It's not just about wearing heels and walking. There is so much more involved in modeling, and I respect the skills so much because people don't really see it for what it is, but you are embodying another person's art and that person's crafts, trying to bring out the best in it. So yeah, I learned it professionally under the agency, and it just became part of me. It's just something I do naturally, and I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. A number of people have reached out to me that, oh, they want to go into modeling. How do they go about it? So I've coached like a number of people, because it's been a skill I've been doing for over 10 years now, since 100 level. So yes, I've coached a number of people along the way, but I don't coach professionally, no. Yes, but I have a number of people that have, yes, exactly.
Now, you being a model, also being an actor. Now let's talk about Tina's heels.
Okay.
You know, every time I saw Tina's heels, I'll be like, this girl can walk. That is just the only thing. I'll be like, Shama can walk. So what was it for you?
Okay, so for me, even just reading the script of Tina's Heels, I just knew that it was a no-brainer. Like, I feel like Shama was made for me. Like, the role Shama was Bukky Pro Max, just in a more advanced manner, because I might not necessarily be all like attitude and all, you know, the way
Yeah,
Shama has
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
attitude, but
But you
I
still have attitude.
well, I beg to differ. But yeah, like it's just like the art of modeling normally professionally was just imputed there, and the confidence I got from modeling was it just came naturally in the role as Shama.
Sure.
So acting Shama was one of those roles that was not so challenging. Like just doing it just felt so natural. It just felt like I was at home, being a model, coaching other models, just doing my thing. I didn't feel forced. I just felt like so natural with that role.
What would you say was the best scene for you?
Best scene. I feel like okay, so there was a scene where I was taking the models. I think that was like one of the first scenes that I was taking the models and I was just coaching them and we're all on like a line and I
Yeah.
was just walking and coaching them. I love that scene so much because it commanded attention, every word, every phrase just commanded so much attention. So yeah, that's particular scene just felt so powerful.
Yeah, we would put the link to Tina's Heels. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, go to Storybed Films YouTube channel, subscribe, watch Tina's Heels and watch Bukky in action. Because I keep saying this thing about your walk, your walk, your walk. Like it embodies a lot of confidence.
Thank you.
What has that has it been has it posed a challenge? Do people see you like, okay, this person walks this way, it's aggressive, or why are you passively aggressive with your walk? There are some persons that feel
Yeah.
a certain way when they
Yeah.
see people do certain things naturally.
Yeah.
Have you like had any of those experiences?
Right from uni days, I remember how being a law student already gave us
Yeah.
this proud impression because they always assume law students are proud. Then just like, and I don't think I'm the type of person that smiles like easily, so I can just be walking and I'm not even thinking about it. So imagine being a law student combining not smiling
Yeah.
to now walking like that. So I was always perceived as proud. Like I can't count the number of people that have been like, oh, she's proud, oh, she's proud. And it's just like, oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. Even down to my present place of work, I know a number of people have come to meet me and told me that, oh, people say you're proud, people say you're proud. And I'm like, what is this word proud? Like, I'm literally just doing my own thing. But I feel like, yes, the work can come off as pride because people might feel like you're forcing it or you are trying to be seductive, you're trying to steal someone's husband. Yes, yes. I've also gotten that. So it's just like so many things. And I'm like, this is something that I don't even know I do, but people see it and they just take it that way.
Oh.
Honestly.
Yeah, but really, this is real life. You're talking reality. There are
Yeah.
certain people that feel certain way,
Yeah.
even when they don't say it to you, but
Yeah.
you just know that they feel certain way
Yeah.
because of something that you embody, which is really
Natural.
not your fault.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to Tina's Heels. Was that your first acting experience?
Okay, so the audition for Tina's Heels was 2021, I believe, and I officially started acting 2020. So I had a little project 2020 that was like December of 2020. So Tina's Heels was like my second project officially. Yes, it was second.
Ever since you acted the first one, the second one, how many other?
Wow, okay, so I don't have a record, but I have acted in a number of productions. Yes, I've acted in about oof, maybe 12 productions. Yes, after Tina's Heels. Yes, I've acted in a number.
You are a practicing legal practitioner. Like you are practicing full time.
Yeah.
Full time. How do you combine your modeling career, your acting career, and also your legal practitioner
If I have $1 for every time I have been asked this question, I think I would be a billionaire by now. But yeah, I mean, it's not been easy. I won't come here and lie that, oh, it's like beans.
No,
No, no, no, it's not
because you
easy.
equal attention to
Yeah.
all these your talents, you give equal energy to them. So I guess that is why people ask.
Yes,
It's
yes,
not really
yes.
easy for people to have in a talent, and they put equal attention on them.
Yeah.
So that is why I am sure our viewers want to know too.
When it comes to combining law with acting and modeling, I feel like there are, I think, like 3 or 4 things I put in place. One of which is passion. For me, passion is very important. Then time management, priorities, and just being able to manage everything together. So, when it comes to law, law is basically, I feel like law gives me an edge in the acting and modeling world, because
Okay.
as a lawyer you are taught how to think on your feet. As a lawyer you are taught confidence, you are taught, so many things, and these attributes, these skills that we are taught in law, we impute it, or I impute it in acting. The confidence I bring into the script, into the sets, the ability to memorize my lines and just like give it my all, embody the role. Even in modeling, the confidence, everything, it comes from my training as a lawyer. So I kind of just merge everything, and it just helps me. Like each one has its own um impact on the other. As funny as it sounds, acting also helps me in law. Why? Because I'm gearing into entertainment law. So
Okay.
just being in the entertainment scene, seeing the way things are, it makes it easy for me to know how to handle my clients when I'm drafting contracts involving talents, management, and all. It just makes it so every skill impacts the other in its own way. And I prioritize time management so much that when I have to do one thing, I give myself a limit, a goal, a time frame to achieve that. So I'll be able to go to the other. Priorities also, meaning that if I have a legal job here, an acting job here, and modeling gig on the
Yeah.
same day, I have to prioritize, okay, which one is better, which one pays me more, and which one is most important at that point. So I always try to prioritize each one based on their demand and their urgency at that particular time. So I just try to work everything together, but it's not easy. I won't like,
They have a very good like script that you really
yeah,
want to partake in this thing, and you just say no, let me prioritize.
yeah.
You don't let your feelings come in the way.
Mm-mm,
You
at all.
just you know your priorities. So
Yeah.
like if you're to rank these three professions, if you're to rank them, which one will come first for you?
I feel like for now, my legal practice will
Okay.
come first. Why? Because my legal practice gears into, like I told you, it gears into the others. So let's say, for instance, I get a script, or I go for an audition where I want to act a particular role. Even if I don't get selected for that role, I can come in as a legal advisor for that production house, which is for me even bigger. And law as a profession for me is a career path, which would lead to something bigger. But acting, I would say, comes second. If not, it comes close, because acting is passion for me. It's something that I enjoy doing. I do for hours. I can be for set for 48 hours, for like 48 hours, and I won't get tired. So I would say law, acting, and modeling. Modeling is also my first love, but I feel like acting gives me more creativity. It brings out
Yeah.
that creative part of me.
Acting brings out the creative part of you,
Yeah.
but you don't let your feelings overshadow
No.
anything that comes in between the law.
Yeah.
And I think it's also very imperative for people that are watching to also know that yes, you may have multiple potentials, but it's just good to like, even if they're telling you to focus on one thing, niche down on one thing, but the basic thing that I can draw from what you said now is prioritizing.
Yeah.
Learning
Very
to
important.
prioritize what is more important
Important. Yeah.
at that point in time, and also time management too.
Yeah. Very
Because
important.
time, a number of us, even me, sometimes I see myself falling short
Yeah.
in that, because sometimes you just want to like, okay, no, let me finish this one first,
Yeah.
and you leave another
Important
thing
thing.
that is equally important
Yeah.
hanging.
Yeah.
So time management, learning to prioritize, these are basically what will help someone go far in, especially as somebody that has multiple potentials. So we know that yes, you're an actor, a model, at least this one's me, I can testify, and also an excellent legal practitioner. And are you taking?
Taking to where?
Let us know. We want to know. We want to know. Fine girl, are you taking?
Well,
Mhm.
I'm not searching.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, I'm not
okay.
searching.
You're not searching,
Yeah, yeah.
but are you taking?
Taking to the altar? No, I'm not taking to the altar, but I'm not single. Yes,
Okay.
I'm not single.
And your present relationship, how has it been like a blessing even in your career path?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. The person I'm with has been so encouraging. He has been a source of motivation. I mean, encouragement, and it gingers me, trust me. Like, it's always like, go for that job, go for that audition, always rehearsing my script with me, and it just gives me the ease. Like, I think because of the nature, or because of my nature, I need someone that can take every part of me, because I'm multifaceted. I'm not just one thing, different things. So it takes every part of me. Like, he understands every part of me. So yeah, the person I'm with sees everything and appreciates it. So yeah, he has been very supportive.
Like, okay, yeah, that I think having support from your partner is very
Yeah,
imperative.
it is.
But there are a number of persons that, okay, like there's one story I saw earlier today on Ifeanyi's page, and he was saying about, okay, one lady that got a scholarship to Finland, a scholarship to school in Finland, and the fiance was telling her that, okay, it's either we get married or you go for the scholarship, and she came online to seek advice. And okay, if you were to give advice on such person, what will it be?
Well, when it comes to things like that, relationship matter, I can't really give, because it depends on the level of their relationship. They might have been dating for 2, 3, 4 years, at the verge of marriage. If they are that serious, then I feel like it's something they have to work on together. But at the same time, a future, it's a career. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like women should actually work on themselves. Like,
Yeah.
you should actually prioritize your future, because men not all, I won't generalize it, but you really don't want to give up on your future and regret it in the future. So I would advise her to follow her career, follow her passion, follow what she wants. But it's her decision at the end of the day. Nobody can
It's
tell
a
her what to
decision at
do.
the end of the day.
It's her decision.
Because I think a number of, just like you actually said, and especially what society also tells us, like
Yeah.
menopause is at the corner, you just have to settle down, you have to settle down, you have to settle down. But at the end of the day, I think I'm generalizing now, but I think men are more conscious of what they want.
Yes. He will never compromise
They
on
will
his own.
never compromise as long as this is what they want.
Yeah.
You understand? They will never compromise.
Exactly.
It is the opposite gender,
We
that
always
usually
compromise, and would almost always regret it. Like, you hear mothers saying, that time I got this, I wish I went for it. And I'm like, women always compromise just for love, but men know what they want and they go for it. That's why I would never advise anybody, like, make your decision and make sure that whatever decision you make, you can live with it. Like, it's your decision at the end of the day.
Okay. I don't know if I should bring this up, but I know that I remember my mom back in the day. She would be like, when we were already 6, because she had 6 of us, 7, but lost 1. So I remember back in the day, she would always say she would have gone for this particular job. She would have done this.
Yes.
At least her friends that are in that ministry, they have grown to a particular position. It's not the fact that she's not like saying that we were not a blessing to her, but I think what she meant was like she would have set her priorities straight and still have children.
Yes.
You
Definitely.
understand? So it behoves on women to also like look at themselves, take decisions, make decisions
Yes.
that would also favor
Yeah,
them.
I feel like if most of our parents' generation had the platform we have today,
Yeah.
social media awareness, they would make a lot of, like a friend of mine was telling me also that her mom said if she knew what she knew when we, like if she knew what we know in this our generation,
Yeah.
she wouldn't have married when she married. And it's just the fact a lot of people in that generation, all they knew was marriage, settling down, having children.
Yeah.
But we know much more. Like we know that women are doing things, women are getting things. So our exposure is different. So the way we attack life should be different. So any woman that wants to achieve something, that wants to go for something, should focus on herself, because you see down the line in the next 30 years, 40 years, men will keep improving. If you
That's true.
if you forfeit your future, your career for a man, then you bear the cross, you bear the decision of whatever, you bear the result of whatever
Of
decision you
whatever
decide to make.
decision, yes. What is one thing that, even as we're looking at you, we won't believe
Hey.
that you are?
What is one thing that you won't believe?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ha. In what aspect, please? Because
In any
this is so
aspect.
random.
In any aspect.
Okay. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Like, I'm trying to think of the most shocking thing, yeah, but what is something so
As in, you are
shocking?
just omojeje, angel on earth.
No, no, no. But I think everything I want to say is obvious. Like I'm the life of the party. I'm someone that would go out and have like the fun, like the most fun. Like I would enter a party or a club or something and I would scatter the floor. Like I don't even used to care who is looking. Like I would just dance out my whole life on the floor. So I don't know if that's shocking though, but
Well, for me, well, because when you're walking and you're exuding that confidence,
oh,
with
you
that
won't see that part of
attitude,
me.
with that, nobody will even believe it that you can even enter a party and dance. Because me, if they ask me to describe, I would be like, no, she's going there to just go and sit at the bar.
Nah, sorry, I'm not demure. When I hear music, every form of steez just leaves my body and I just enter a different realm. Like I don't need to drink, literally. Like I
Okay.
just need music to just get me high, honestly. So I think that is it. That is
Okay,
it.
okay. So, what does the future actually hold for you?
Okay. So, like I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
my legal practice for now, I do BT legal services, not BTS. Sorry, I wanted to
Okay,
correct that.
yes,
Yes,
sorry,
no
sorry,
problem,
sorry.
no problem.
BT
Yes,
legal,
BT
yes.
legal practice and BT legal services, and I'm focused mainly on corporate aspect of law now. But I'm currently carrying out my master's program in entertainment and sports law. So by God's grace, my future plan, because I've been trying to pray and just look for a way to merge everything so it just all comes together very well. So my future plan is to enter the legal part of entertainment and sports law properly. So get clients in that scene, in that entertainment industry, while still pursuing my acting career as well as modeling, because I believe acting and modeling go hand in hand. So by the time I am done with everything I have planned, I'll be able to intertwine everything very smoothly and, God willing, give you all a more standardized plan. So yes, so Beat Legal Services is going to merge into the entertainment scene. Bukky as an actress is going to fully settle into the entertainment scene, and I'm going to just be a whole entertainment package.
A whole
Entertainment package.
But do you see yourself going into politics?
Yes, I mean,
Yeah, because you give off that aura. I'm telling you,
okay,
you give
so
it off.
a little secret here. When I
Yeah.
was entering university, I wanted to study political science because
Okay.
I always just wanted to help. Like I just wanted to be an advocate for change in the community generally. So my first choice was actually political science, but my dad has just been wonderful. So like my dad was like, you can also be a politician if you're a lawyer, right? You don't necessarily have to study political science. I was like, oh really? He was like, yeah, and law is more vast. It's a better field for you to try. So I decided to try law and it's been beautiful. I was literally one of like the best students. I don't want to say too much, but like I was really good at law. Like I really enjoyed reading. Like I really enjoyed university. I enjoyed law school. I enjoyed the whole experience. Law has been so good, and I have no regrets. But moving forward in future, I do not mind entering politics because I believe there's so much that we as young people have to offer, and if we don't come out, who will?
Abby,
Yeah, we
who
need to. We
will?
need to. So I also urge you to come with me. Let's make Nigeria a better place. I believe so much in we young people.
Let's make Nigeria
A
a
better
better
place.
place. No, it's very imperative, especially now.
Yeah.
And I think there is a sort of awakening.
Hmm.
People are getting more interested in who make policies
Yeah.
and who enforce policies and how it affects us directly, because yes, it is affecting.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is very, very much affecting.
Yeah.
And at the home front, you said you started modeling quite early.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned that your dad was very instrumental to you reading law.
Yeah.
And also some of the extracurricular activities you may have also carried out when you were in school. What was support from home like for you?
In all honesty, when I started modeling, because I was in school, then I was studying law, my dad wasn't in support. In fact, as much as he married a former model, it was like he doesn't understand the idea. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you're just going to wear clothes. Is this what I'm paying millions of naira for in school for you? He just could not comprehend the idea of a lawyer modeling. And like my mom was just so instrumental because she had to explain it to him over and over. Whenever I go for a job, she's like, she's going to model. She's the one. She literally had to break it down for him, and he was not always okay with it. But one thing about my mom is she was always so persuasive. So I won Miss NYSC during my camp here, I think 2021, and my dad was so impressed. He was telling all his friends, my daughter is Miss NYSC, my daughter is Miss NYSC. I even brought like a whole big bed and gas cooker and everything to the house, and he was like, he even sent truck to pick it up from my camp and everything. And he was like, oh, my daughter is a model, she's Miss NYSC. And I'm like, see this man, after refusing me from modeling for like almost half my life, now you're proud of me, like, oh, she's a model. But I just feel like at the end of the day, I realized that he just wanted the best for me. He just wanted me to be focused. Like, he wanted to see that, okay, I'm not distracted. And when I showed him that I could balance it all, school with modeling and everything, he just calmed down. So even the acting part of my life, he also accepted it once he knew that I could practice my law and still act. So yeah, I think my family was very supportive. My siblings were all girls. So my sisters, and I'm the third. So my sisters were always fighting for me, like, and daddy, let her go now, let her go and model, let her go and act. So I always had support from home. Like, it was just like my family was just so instrumental in my
Yeah. It's actually, you bring to mind one lady that we had on the couch some time ago. All her kids, as in, they have different talents, and she will train them in those talents. So
Wow.
okay, you say you want to be a chef, all right, after this, during the holidays, you go and learn it. You go and learn how to sew, you go and learn how to act, you go to film school, you do this, you do that. So a number of parents, they actually, like you said earlier, that your daddy, he feared maybe you being distracted. But I think that support system is really, really
very important.
It's very important. It's very important, and it also makes that child know that, yes, I am loved. I know, yes, because I'm catered for. Everything is okay, but we still need that support from them for them to be the cheerleader. Yes. And you enjoyed that.
I did. Luckily.
Bukky for the girl child. No,
yes.
Bukky for the girl child.
Yeah.
Like you rightly said that, okay, you see politics in your future, and you also see politics, advocacy, everything is all meshed in one. Now, Bukky for the girl child. Like, today is the International Day of the Girl Child. And you, as a girl child, you have thrived in many talents that you have.
Yeah.
And there are also a number of children
Yeah.
that are watching.
Mm-hmm.
They are watching, and I know that they would also like want draw a source of encouragement from your story.
Hmm.
Like, what would you have to tell them?
Okay, so the first piece of advice will come from one of my favorite scriptures of all time, Matthew chapter 19, verse 26, which says, I can do all things through Christ and strengthens me. So it doesn't matter whether you are a woman or you are a man, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, because at the end of the day, the sky is really our limit. Like, you live only once, you come to this life once and you live once. So the idea is to live the live to your highest potential, like live the best of your life, live life to, I won't even say live life to the fullest, but live the most quality life you can live. So live without any regrets. That is one thing I always told myself. Don't compromise on your joy, on your passion, on your peace of mind, just because you're trying to please anybody, or just because you are trying not to intimidate anybody. So the girl child has been told from a young age, oh, you are meant to be like this, you are meant to be like this. But I just want you to know, as an advocate, like you rightly said, that you can do anything you want to do. If it's football, basketball, if it's acting, modeling, law, medicine, engineering, it doesn't really matter the path. It might even be something that is so novel in the world that women are not known to do. But as long as you have that drive within you and you have that passion, please just go for it. Don't think about it. Don't, just plan well and go for it. And I believe that God being by your side, you would get everything you want to get.
Amen.
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 Go for it.
Yeah.
Live to your highest potential. Do things that give you joy and give God glory.
Yeah.
You only live
Once.
So, Bukky, on a final note, around done, I will not lie. So come and give us tips of looking this beautiful and dashing and fresh and supple. Give us tips, I beg.
We're all in the same Nigeria now.
Everybody in Nigeria. Don't come and tell me that it's because you're drinking water.
I'm drinking water and I'm minding my business.
Bukky, thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
It was a pleasure having you on the couch.
Thank you for having me.
For me, the takeaway in all this is support system.
Yeah.
That's just the takeaway, because I believe that a number of people that will be watching this, they have a number of talents. Especially, I think this generation.
Yes.
This generation of people have
so talented.
They are so talented. They are
so creative.
Very, very creative. And because sometimes because of economic constraints, they want to let me focus on one thing. But from what you have said now, the parents may not actually have too much, but support. Yeah. Just tell your child that yes, this God-given talent, you can develop it. Yeah. You can thrive in it, and you can also use it to take your family out of that dungeon.
Exactly.
Thank you so very much.
Thank
Bukky.
you so much for having me.
What is the last thing that you would want to tell our audience? Okay.
Last thing I want to say is just be you, be yourself, stay true to yourself, and watch out for Bukky Tire, because this is not the last you'll see of her.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? This is not the last. No, actually, see, in fact, Tina's Hill season 2 director, are we shooting season 2? Director, are we shooting season 2? Producer, we are asking, are we shooting season 2? So Tina's Hills, if ever Tina's Hills season 2 comes up, this is Shama. So if you have not watched season 1, if you've not seen season 1 of Tina's Hills, you are missing. You have to rush to the YouTube channel, subscribe, watch it, and learn how to walk. A woman, learn how to walk.
Carry yourself like a queen.
You did hear her. You did hear her. So thank you so very much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
A very splendid experience. Until we come your way again next time, I still remain Bright. Do not forget to like our pages across social media platforms. We love you and continue to support us, because we need your support to thrive on this. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.